Hello, everyone. It's Al. I'm back to do another video for you guys. Today, I'd like to talk about stress and how stress could really affect your well-being. It's something that you need to be very mindful of. Okay, because stress is one of the causes of a lot of people's problems, mentally, physically, emotionally. It affects a lot of people in different ways. But you have to be very careful. Excuse me, about how you accept stress. Now, some stress is good, and we could talk about that in a minute. But I want to talk about the stress that's bad. Okay, and I'm going to give you like an example of a stressful moment. Stressful moment could be, let's say that you and your friend decide that you were going to go to a concert or go someplace, and and you're like, oh well, I have to rearrange things and try and figure out how I could get there. Okay, all right, fine. So you do that. Now you arrange everything and you're ready to go, and the day comes, and you're all prepared and everything is ready to go, and the person calls you up and says to you, listen, I kind of changed my mind. I don't think I want to go to this concert and whatever, blah blah blah. And you say, well, what are you talking about? I did all kinds of flips, tricks, and this and that. I changed everything around, and I had to take care of the dogs and my mother-in-law and whatever case it is. Now, by you saying all of that and going through all of that, you're causing stress. You're suggesting stress to yourself. And there you go with the auto suggestion. You're now auto suggesting to yourself this stressful moment. Okay? Now, you do that 4 or 5 times a day in other examples, not just this one example. In other examples, somebody cuts you off, the guy in the store gave you the wrong food, whatever case is, whatever it is, it could be anything. And you continue on with it, continue. You're causing stressful moments in your life. Okay. Now there's the other type of stressful moments. Getting injured and getting hurt, or somebody in your family got hurt, or you're having arguments with people, and people are vibrating very low and very negative and things like that. Now that's emotional stress. Now that stress hurts a lot also. There's these stresses that people go through all day long, and they're causing them to get onto all kinds of medications, and causing a lot of problems, causing a lot of mental, physical, and emotional problems. Now, you don't want that. You don't want that, okay? You want peace in your life, okay? Now, peace is not just, it's not just a day where you're sitting around and, you're not doing too much and you're watching a little TV or reading, okay? That's a peaceful moment, but you need to have real spiritual peace. Okay, now spiritual peace is a lot different than just having a little bit of peace in your life for that moment. You have to be able to understand that the peace that you need in your life to clean yourself of all ailments, all illnesses, and everything else that's going on in your life, you need to have spiritual peace. Okay, and that's the tricky part. Okay, that's the tricky part. So when things happen, okay, and they tend to start to cause stress in your life, take a deep breath, think about it. Like I always tell you, think about it, and don't auto suggest anything to you that's negative. Okay, like if that person would have called me up and told me, listen, Al, I can't make it. All right, no problem. All right, take care. I'll see you next time. We'll do it next time. Not a big deal. Even if I did tricks, I went through all kinds of things. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, because then it just wasn't meant to be. Remember, everything in this world happens for a reason. It happens for a reason. Why didn't you go left? Why'd you go right? Okay, if you would have went left, who knows what would happen? You went right. You were safe. Okay, you came back home. Everything was fine. Okay, so understand that. And when you think about it very strongly. Okay, don't think about it like it's just nothing, like it doesn't mean anything. Okay, when you start all of that rambling and continuing and going on and on and on with things in your life, that causes that stress. If you just let it go, you become more peaceful. Okay, because you don't care about it. You know that there's a reason why it happened. Okay, all right. Now, let's talk about good stress. All right. Before I do that, I'm just in my development here, taking a walk with my little dog. Yeah, I don't know if you can see the dog. My little dog Roxy. See, I walk her every day. Take her for a little walk. Let her get out, sniff, do her natural thing that she needs to do. But all right, let's talk about good stress. Now, good stress is. I used to get a lot of good stress. I mean, I used to get stressed too, but I try not to let it bother me. Like I said, you know. But good stress is stress that you know that you have to do something for a monetary reason, or do something that's going to help somebody. But it's a little stressful for you. You got to take somebody somewhere, or you got to pick somebody up from hospital or something like that. That's a little stressful, but it's good stress. So your mind absorbs that differently. Okay, absorbs it differently. It doesn't absorb it. Don't pull Roxy. Roxy, no pulling. She's pulling me a little bit. The dog. She's making the phone go crazy. But that's good stress. That's the stress that you want. You want good stress. You don't want bad stress. Okay? Now, peace. Peace in your life can change your whole attitude. Now, I'm talking about spiritual peace. Okay? So, like I talk about in my other videos about meditating and going and grounding and doing one with the higher divine and things like that, that's going to bring you real peace. So in your subconscious mind, what's going to happen is when something tends to stress people out, it won't stress you out, because now you're thinking in a whole different direction. Your thought processes are totally different than what you were thinking some time before, okay? And you'll catch yourself, okay? And that's the most important part, is to catch yourself. Now, when you start to vibrate higher, you catch yourself more often, and you change your thought process. And now you turn a negative into a positive. And what happens when you do that? Now you have more peace in your life. Okay? So very, very important to keep yourself very, very high in your vibrations. Keep yourself mindful and aware. Make sure you stay aware of everything. Stay aware. Even when people talk to you, stay very aware of what they're saying. Don't let that sink into your mind, like I talked about suggestion, okay? Do not let other people's suggestions sink into your subconscious mind. Take it for what it is, okay? Twist your mind around and your thoughts around. And if it's negative or if it's bad, let it go. Let it go. Just say, no, that's not it. No, it's this way or that way, or whatever it is that you want to, however you want to change it to a positive. But you have to change it. You can't leave it. You can't leave it, because if you leave it, that becomes stressful. Now, when you become stressful, your fright or flight mode kicks in. Okay. Now, when that kicks in, now your body starts producing chemicals in your body. Your body starts producing chemicals in your cells. In your cells, and throughout your whole body, and then that's what hurts you. Okay, this stress will hurt you. So you don't want to do that. You don't want to change. You don't want to go into that fight or flight mode. Okay, you want to stay neutral, stay grounded, stay in a very, very good mindset. Okay, and understand it. Don't just discard it. Understand it, because that's the most important part. Okay, now I'm going to talk about grounding yourself deeper in a video and how to stay balanced. Okay, we're going to do a grounding and balancing video pretty soon. Pretty soon, I want to do that. But I wanted to talk about the stress thing because, sometimes even me, I catch myself and I have to change my thought process. And believe me, you become very peaceful. It just brings you up to a good vibration. You let things go. Nothing bothers you anymore. You don't get into any kind of chemical changes in your body. Your body doesn't go through all of that. And it's such a big thing that you're doing to change that emotion. Okay. All right. Well, anyway, that's what I wanted to talk about with stress today. So try and stay peaceful in your life. Don't listen to all the naysayers. Don't listen to all the people that are negative. There's so many negative people around. There's so many people trying to do things, that could really bring a lot of stress to other people, and it's really not good. It's really not good. People are not vibrating high these days. I don't know why. I don't know why. Maybe it's because of everything that's going on with the economy and everything else that's happening. And people are they're really just starting to come out of control with this. So this is something that you really, really, really need to start doing, okay? Because this could save your life. This could save your life. Stress could bring on so many things in your life. They could bring so many ailments to you. They could bring so much heartache and worry and everything else. Live in the now. Like I always say, live in the now. Don't worry about tomorrow. Don't worry about what's in the past. Yesterday was yesterday. You're never going to get that back. You're never going to get yesterday back. I'm not going to get the 3 minutes I made this video back or whatever it is. I'm never going to get it back. You understand? So live in the now and don't live in the future. I mean, live in the future in a good way. Live in the future by being creative. Okay? Live in the future by being creative and doing good things. Okay? And understanding that this could happen and that could happen in a good way. Don't think about living in the future in a bad way. Okay? Because that doesn't do anything for you, but hurt you. Okay, that could hurt you. Like I said in my other videos, people are afraid of dying. Why would you be afraid of dying? Because you're leaving somebody behind? Yes, I get it. I understand it. But don't be fearful of it. We all understand that when we're born, we're going to die. So why not die gracefully? Why not just die gracefully? You understand? And let everybody else around you understand that this is the way life is and this is the way God wanted it. God wants it that way. Remember, when we were brought here, we signed those contracts. We know exactly how our life is going to go. We know where it's going to go. We know who we're going to affect and who we're not going to affect. We know what we're going to do and what we're not going to do way before we even come here to this planet Earth. Okay? And we're going to get really deep with this stuff when we start talking about it. When we have our meetings, our meetups at the facility, we'll get deep into this. This is very, very, very interesting stuff. It's going to blow a lot of people's minds. They're not going to believe it. They're not going to believe it until I have to prove it to them. Now, once I prove it, then they'll understand it. Okay, then they'll believe it, and then they'll change their life. Their life will start to change. Trust me when I tell you, your life will change. It will change. There's no two ways about it. All right, so try and keep your stress levels down. Try and understand that that life is meant to be, and it's your reality that you're creating. So create a good reality that's going to help you, not hurt you. All right? So stay positive, stay vibrating high, get down, get that meditation going. Okay? Comment below. Give me some information. Let me know that you guys are like meditating. They're starting to meditate. If you want to ask me questions, I'll answer them. All right? All right? I'll talk to you guys. Have a good evening. And enjoy yourselves. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.